thought it was so impressive how she came from Ukraine. And I don't know if you know anybody, I don't know. But in 4 years, she just skyrocketed. So I thought it'd be really good for Olga just to kind of share how climbing the real estate market really fast.
I'll come up front. Not because I'm a pacer as Damian, because I'm really quiet. And if you were to ask me 5 years, if you were just to tell me, hey Olga, order some food and do it in English, I would say, no, you know what, not hungry, because I would be that shy to do it. Today it's a little different, and it took some effort to get to where I'm at. I got to the country five and a half years ago, and it was not easy to adjust to this country, to a different level of everything. And in a week, in 7 days, it's going to be 4 years since I got into real estate. Back in my country, back in Ukraine, I majored in languages and in economics. And here, being born to a family of miners, I was just like, business? My mom would say, hey, you're crazy to get into business, because that's not what my family did for years. It was totally different. And it turns out that I'm crazy, I guess, flying a plane, doing business, but it takes courage to be successful, and it takes a lot of work. Before I share what I did and what made me successful, I guess you need to ask yourself if you are willing to pay the price for being successful, because it takes a lot of work to be successful. And I didn't realize that from making $12 a day back in my country teaching to where I'm at now, make a little more, I thought that would be impossible. I didn't know how I would feed my kid in the country where we had the war at that point, and we still have it. But about 6 months into the business, I was ready to give up because I didn't have any sales. And I was like, you know what? I either need to do it full time, and I don't remember, somebody said that you need to be able to do it full time, or don't do it at all. If you want to be successful, that's what it takes. It takes a lot of work, but you need to do it consistently. I have a few points that I want to share, and the first one is consistency. And in this business, especially in this market, when it's a little slower than it used to be a few years ago, you gotta work every day. You have to make the phone calls, and you have to get up every morning, and I agree that you need to be at the office to get to some level of success. That's what I did the first 3 years, and it was me and my broker at the office. There was nobody else. So I don't know, that somehow contributed to where I'm at now. And in 3.5 years, I don't count that first half a year, I sold 220 properties. So it's a lot of families that I was able to help, and it is, I didn't know that I would be able to get where I'm at. And it was all about consistency. I was making the phone calls, and I was at the office every day, and I just put the work into it. And once you start making the calls, you don't expect to get paid in a week or 2 weeks. You just have to be able to have the delayed gratification, to be able to work when you're not getting paid. So you probably need to get some savings to get successful if you haven't been doing it for like ever, like sales.
Olga, you said something that reminds me of a quote that I heard when I was a sophomore in high school. And I think everybody will relate to this. Again, it's kind of football related, but not really. No, the football, soccer. Anybody ever heard of Mia Hamm? So I'll never forget this quote. I walked into my training facility, and the quote said, "The harder market champion is bent over, drenched in sweat when no one else is looking. So when I'm thinking about Olga, I don't know how many obstacles you came over, but you basically, when no one else was looking, and when you just had to do what you had to do, you just did it, and now you're in a position to be able to share with everybody else how you kind of got where you're at today. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's consistency, and to be consistent, you have to have a daily routine. It's true not only for your business, but also for your personal life. You need to be able to get up at 4 in the morning to get into gym. You need to be at the office early in the morning. You need to be making the calls, and I have a notebook where I basically put 16, today I make 16 calls a day at least. So I put 16 dots at the beginning of the day and make those calls. I'm not done today yet. But the next point is not only doing the work, but also having somebody who you're accountable to. I have an accountability partner that I report my numbers every morning. So that was a huge, I don't have the problem with the discipline, like in general, but that was something that helped me to grow faster, I guess. So all these 16 calls that I make, I send to the partner, and the closings that I have, the showings, everything that is important. These real estate is not really complicated if you break it up. It's just the calls, I guess, the most important thing for me, or having meetings, but you need to be able to do it consistently. And the third point is probably the team that helped me grow my business. I don't have a team as Haro does, a team of agents, but I have a good team of lenders, attorneys. I have an assistant, and it's all about having an inspector that you trust, and the lender that you can refer your person to and never follow up with the lender if they make a call.
Are you consistently looking to always grow your team and add more value to it?
Of course. That's the key point. So, unless you add the value to your team, that's never going to work out, I guess. Because I had, as an example, I had a few lenders reaching out saying, hey, can you refer people to us? And I was like, nah, not really. We don't know any Russian. But with that, a lot of lenders will want to work with you because you refer people to them. But a part of my success was finding the lenders who would refer people to me. So that was a tremendous change in my business, because the first half a year when I was in the business, I worked with the people who never referred a single lead to me, the pre-approved client. And then that changed when I found the right people. So the growth, I would refer people to that lender, and she would refer people to me. So that was important. So, and
I knew I messed you up.
no, it's all good. But there is, I guess, no secret to success. You gotta do the work. And because a lot of people, once they get into real estate, they want to grow business fast and learn the secrets, but there is not a secret. You just need to work hard and work hard every day, not expecting to get paid today or tomorrow. So, right.
Good stuff.
But with that, today I have my own company, which I was not hoping to have anything back in my country when I was a teacher, and I called it Success Properties, and it is a reminder to myself that success is never owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every day.
JJ Watt, yeah.
And I want to go back to where I started. I mentioned my family, and I want to just point out how my family, and especially my dad, who was a minor, and he didn't know anything about business, but working hard and treating people right, whoever it is, your clients, your lenders, attorneys, whoever it is, do the work right and build that reputation, because you want to be treated as the agent that everybody wants to work with. I closed a transaction yesterday, and I was like, I hope he never submits any offers on my listings, like ever. I don't want to work with that agent. So yeah, that's how you get, again, that's one more key to be successful in this business. As Jan, she's always funny on, you can follow, you can see the pictures and all that. It's like, it makes a difference when you build the trust. And so on top of everything, you have to value I guess the money, and be able to invest the money that you're making. Sometimes in real estate, as it happened to me, I made quite a bit of money, more than $12 back in my country. So what you have to do, you have to invest and build the foundation for the slower time to be able to keep working and make those calls, not getting paid while the market is slow. So then the success will pick up. So I just want to summarize and wish you success. And it doesn't really matter where you're at. Now you can put that work into your business and become successful if you really want it. That's right.
I love it.